What's going on, guys? Time for some more Minnesota Vikings franchise. Now in week 16, drawing to a close in the end of the year. And we are playing the Chicago Bears, who only have 3 wins, are on a long losing streak. We'll check out their last game that they lost to Seattle. And this is a very important game for us, as the Lions are only 1 game back, and the entire NFC conference is very crowded as far as trying to determine wild cards at this point. So it's all very close, so we have to play well here at the end of this season if we want to make it to the playoffs. So we'll check our injury report. Got Donald Butler still out, and obviously Percy Harvin out for the year. And the Bears are going to be without 2 of their left tackles, and that's a guy supposed to be blocking Jared Allen, so we'll be watching that matchup. But here we go at the Premier Productions Dome for a night game against the Chicago Bears, our last divisional game of the season. And so we'll go into the Bears' first possession on 3rd and 11. Jay Cutler back to pass, and he's got plenty of time. Great blocking from his offensive line, and he's just going to find Johnny Knox. That's going to be good enough for a first down, getting them to the 42-yard line. And the Vikings have trouble getting pressure early in games, it seems, but now going deep for Devin Hester. Beat Antoine Winfield. That's a bad mismatch. Winfield can't keep up with guys like him, and now on 3rd and goal, Cutler hands off to Mike Tolbert, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Bears. So they take an early 7-0 lead here in the Dome, and we're going to go on offense now. 1st and 10, give it to Adrian Peterson, but the Bears playing tough right away. Peterson only gets 3 yards, and will come out 3rd and 7, try to convert for a first down, but not a whole lot open. Might have been able to hit Jenkins deep, but Ponder doesn't have the greatest arm strength, so we just check down to a Romashadu, and we have to punt the ball now. Chris Cluey punting to the dangerous Devin Hester, who's going to field it at his own 27-yard line, take it up, break a tackle, and now he is finally taken down, fumbles the ball, goes out of bounds at the 49-yard line, so the Bears have a great field position, and Cutler back to pass on 2nd and 6 over the middle. Xavier Adibi, he's a very clutch player. I definitely am keeping him on this team for a long time because he is an excellent backup middle linebacker, and that's Jay Cutler's 100th career interception. And so the Vikings take over, and Ponder finds a Romashadu. They get their first down of the game. And so they move the chains, and on 1st down, Ponder back to pass, throws a slant to Plaxico Burress over the middle. That's going to be good for 9 yards. And on 2nd and 1, handoff goes to Adrian Peterson left side with Nate Potter and Steve Hutchinson. It's a lot better than it was last year. But the Bears playing pretty good defense so far. 1st down, Ponder from the 35-yard line rolls to his right, and then he's going to lob it up for Adrian Peterson, as Ponder is able to buy some time for Peterson to get some separation off of Urlacher, 26 yards. That's a big play by Adrian Peterson. Now 3rd and goal out of the shotgun. Ponder, quick pass to Emmanuel Arsenault, knocked down by the safety, came down and made a great play on the ball. Kind of lucky it wasn't an interception, but we do get the field goal. Now down by 4, and Matt Forte, he is running the ball very well into Minnesota territory to the 39-yard line. And I'm going to do some defensive adjustments. I'm going to go put Jamel Fleming on Devin Hester. We need a guy that can keep up with him. And Johnny Knox, I was looking for a guy that can cover him as well. And I'm going to go with Brandon Burton because he has 92-man coverage for a 72 overall corner. That is amazing. So we'll give Burton some playing time. And Cutler's going to pass it on 3rd and 6. And he's going to find Johnny Knox. And that's going to be good for a first down. So our defense has to step up a little bit. 1st and 10, Cutler back to pass, and there's Antoine Barnes. I'm really happy about picking him up. He's played extremely well, especially in pass rushing situations. And on 3rd and 10, Cutler to the end zone, nearly intercepted, dropped in the end zone, but Robbie Gould would kick the field goal, and they'd be 10-3 now, and a screen pass to Plaxico Burress, and I don't run very many of those. That's going to be good for a first down, getting us to midfield. And now on 3rd and 9, Ponder to pass again. Pressure gets to him, but he gets the quick pass out to Visante Shenko. I got 2 tight ends I'm very happy with. And so now we are threatening to score. 2nd and 4, Ponder to pass over the middle to Michael Jenkins. Another guy that I'm glad we have. He's got great hands, great possession receiver. And 1st and 10 now for Ponder. He's looking out of the backfield for Rudolph. And Fabian Washington steps in front of the pass, picks it off. He is off to the races. That was a bad decision by me to throw that pass. And that's a very critical turnover, as now Chicago takes a 14-point lead and we're midway through the second quarter, and the ensuing kickoff now to Noel Devine, taking it a couple yards deep out of the end zone. He's going to take it up to the 15, hit immediately, and he goes down, and he is in pain, and we'll catch up on his injury here in a second, and it is a herniated disc, out for the game. He's going to miss some time. That is huge because Percy went down, Devine stepped up, played great with his opportunities, and now for him to get injured, that's a big weapon gone from our offense. And Forte, meanwhile, going down the field, doing what he does. 3rd and 9 now. Cutler looking over the middle. That's going to be knocked away by Fleming, looking for Hester. And so it looks like that matchup is going pretty good for us. But Robbie Gold's going to come out. NFC North has 4 of the best kickers in the league, and Robbie Gold is one of them. Kicking it through. That's good. They're up 17 points now. And the offense has to get it together for us. Ponder rolling to his right, but I don't even know why I rolled over there. There's no one to throw it to on the run, really, so we get sacked. And the Bears now with the ball, opportunity to add some more points before the half, and that pass is nearly picked off by Antoine Winfield, so the defense coming up good in the pass defense. They force a punt, and now Ponder, he finds Michael Jenkins. That's going to be a first down. Got to string some of those together, got to get some points before the half, and now Ponder looks for Burris over the middle. Usually catches that ball, but that one's going to fall incomplete. And on 3rd and 10, Ponder finds Michael Jenkins once again on the crossing route, and that's going to get us into Chicago territory. And on 2nd, Aroma Shadu catches the quick pass. We're on the outskirts of field goal range now at the 33-yard line. Only a few seconds left in the second quarter. Over the middle to Arsenault, unable to come down with it. So we're going to send out Ryan Longwell to kick the field goal to make it a 14-point game. And the kick is up. It is good. So we'll go to the half with only 6 points on the board, down by 14. Offense has to get it together. Defense has to keep getting stops. 3rd and 1 for the Bears. Cutler quickly sacked by Christian Ballard, so that's a play we needed. And on 3rd and 2, we give it to Adrian Peterson. Not having a lot of luck on the ground. The Bears playing great against the run. Lance Briggs still in Chicago along with Urlacher and Ponder on 3rd and 10. There's Julius Peppers. That'll halt this drive, and we would get the ball back after another punt. And Ponder now looking deep on the right side for Plaxico Burris. That's going to be good to get us into Chicago territory. That's a big play, but we want to get a touchdown out of this drive. Ponder goes over the middle to Burris on 3rd and 3 once again. He comes down with a grab and converts for the first down. So we have something going. And on 3rd and 8, Ponder to the end zone. Devin Aromashadu doing some damage to his former team and gets us in the end zone. Now we're only down by 7. Trying to get some more stops, though, and Forte, beautiful spin move. Jared Allen tracks him down over the century mark after 12 carries, and they're going to keep feeding him the ball. Breaks 2 tackles. He's just a tough runner. Great all-around running back is Matt Forte. And 1st and 10 again, they're going to give it to Mike Tolbert. And that's interesting because Tolbert was one of the leading rushers last year, and for him to be a backup now is pretty interesting, but it's Madden. Weird things like that happen. And now 3rd and 7, Cutler trying to escape the pressure. Jared Allen gets to him with the sack, and so that drive will be halted. They have to kick a field goal. They do acquire a 2-score lead, and they will get the ball back, but on 3rd and 5, Johnny Knox can't come down with it, so they have to punt the ball down to Minnesota. Midway through the 4th quarter we are, and Barner's going to field this from the 30-yard line. Spin move right, cut right. We're going to have some good field position out of this. Makes a cut one more time upfield, gets us to the 46-yard line, shaken up, but he's playing his heart out. And now 3rd and 1, give it to Adrian Peterson. We're going to get a first down, stingy run defense, but we're going to keep trying. You see there, 17 for 43. No success, no big plays, but now Ponder going for Kyle Rudolph. The passing game really stepping up in a game where Adrian Peterson isn't very effective. And then to the end zone for Shanko. But the pass is going to be incomplete, and we add a field goal, making it a touchdown game with 4.5 left. An interesting call here on 3rd and 8 just to run the ball with Matt Forte. Take a little bit of time off the clock, but they do have to punt the ball. And Barner is back in the game. He's going to return this from about his 38-yard line. Got a couple of blocks on the right side in Chicago territory. Weaves in and out of a defender, and that's going to get us to the 40-yard line. So more great field position, and the handoff goes to AP on 2nd and 6, but 2 yards there. I don't give up on the ground game, though, because AP, you never know when he's going to take it all the way. And I saw that Michael Jenkins was wide open on that play. I saw that as soon as I threw the ball. I knew it was a bad decision, but 4th and 4, got to go for it. And that's Emmanuel Arsenault. First catch of the game, couldn't have come at a better time. 5 yards, very important 5 yards, though. And then Ponder hands it off to Aromashadu, doing what Noel Devine and Percy Harvin had been doing, and that's going to be good enough for a first down. Clock winding down, we're under 2 minutes. We give it to Adrian Peterson, goes up the middle, one of his better gains, 7 yards. It'll bring up a 2nd and 3 where we give it right back to him. He's going to go up the middle. That's going to be good for a first down. So we move the chains now, 1st and goal. Got a great opportunity, handoff Gerhardt, touchdown Vikings. Tie game, we come back from being down by 2 scores at the half. And the Bears now at their own 15-yard line. They could go down and try to get a score before the half. 2nd and 7, Cutler's trying to take off, but we catch it from behind. That's going to be a sack. And I don't know why really the Bears call a timeout in that situation, but 3rd and 10, they give the ball to Matt Forte, and we're going to call a timeout because we want the ball. We want to go down and score and end this game. And so from our own 47-yard line, there's a short pass and a completion to Plaxico Burris. Call our 2nd timeout. 2nd and 3 coming up from the Bears' 46-yard line over the middle. Schenko shakes a defender, breaks outside, missed tackle, and there we go, Schenko. And I was like, there's still time on the clock, we got to run it out, and I end up not scoring. Probably shouldn't have done that. And then I come out in the goal line package to do a quarterback sneak with Joe Webb. The Bears call a timeout, and I'm like, you know what? With no timeouts, it's too risky to do a sneak. We're just going to kick the field goal, go up by 3 points from the 1-yard line, just put it through, a chip shot for Ryan Longwell. And so we have a 26-23 lead. 1 play left for the Bears. Now Cutler back to pass. He's going to throw it as far as he can into a giant group of players, and it's going to fall incomplete. Minnesota gets the come-from-behind victory. Schenko comes through in the clutch. Ponder played well. And most importantly, we got the victory at home. And now we'll check out the statistics. And Ponder had over 51 passes in this game. He doesn't go over 300 yards very often, but he did in this one. Adrian Peterson, 21 carries for 62 yards. Really nothing going on for him. And Forte ran the ball extremely well, 129 yards. But we got the victory. Burris, Peterson, and Aromashadu with major parts in our passing game today. A big step up from Aromashadu. And the defense really came out in the second half and made a lot of stops. And I think changing out Fleming to cover Hester and Burton to cover Knox really did a lot of good for us. And also Kenyon Barner, don't forget about this guy. He's kind of an unsung hero with the way he gets us good field position, good punt returns. And now the Steelers are the #1 team in the NFL according to their record. And the Lions lost, which means we clinched the division. We are going to the playoffs. And there's a lot of really uncertainty still in the NFC. The Saints and Buccaneers are still duking it out to see who's going to win the South. Eagles and Giants, we don't know who's going to win the East. And in the West, 2 11-4 teams. Both are going to at least make the playoffs, but no divisional winner so far. Whereas in the AFC, it's pretty much all figured out. Colts are going, the Steelers are going, the Texans are going as a wild card, Bills are a wild card, Patriots won their division, and Kansas City wins the AFC West. So the AFC, the playoff picture is complete. And because we lost to both the Cardinals and the Rams, we can't have a first-round bye, which means in Week 17 I'm probably going to rest most of our starters because we're a lock for a home playoff game with a divisional championship. But we can't get a first-round bye, so we don't need anybody going out and getting hurt. So we're probably going to rest some of the guys. We play the San Francisco 49ers. Don't need to take any chances. But hey, we're going to the playoffs, and if Devine is to come back and play, the only game he could come back and play in is the Super Bowl. So I'm excited that we are going to the playoffs. Next week we play the San Francisco 49ers, the last home game. Going to play some of the bench players. And so on top here we have our last episode against the St. Louis Rams. You can click and check that one out. And on the bottom we have Tank Tucker and the Tar Heels taking on Virginia in Tucker's junior season. So you can check those videos out, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.